Hello YouTube, Luigi here. Look what we have here today. It's the L06-1. The dash 1 means you're not getting a thumb stud, you're getting this oval type spidey hole. I always thought this was a good looking knife. In fact, I tried to buy it 3 years ago. In fact, I thought I did buy it 3 years ago from a vendor in China, and when the package finally arrived, it took forever. I opened it up and it's the wrong knife inside. And they knew that. They had deliberately taken a pen on the order, crossed out my knife, and put it in the G704, which is, of course, the Gonzo G704, and I already owned that. And I was pretty pissed off. And eventually we sorted it out. I sent it back. I got my money back. But that was the very last time I bought a knife from a Chinese vendor. I still buy Chinese knives. I'm not saying I don't. But I always seek out an American vendor. And there's one that's very close to me, is the gentleman from whom I got this. It's Jobin at Lazy Lizard Gear. Jobin sells the kind of knives that I at least used to buy in great quantity. The Gonzos, the Sanrenmus, the Bs, the Enlons, the Harns, and stuff like that. So I had no hesitation in shooting Jobin an email saying, hey, do you happen to have one of these? And because I couldn't find it on eBay, all the ones for sale on eBay came from China. And he shot me an email back. He says, you know, I have one, never carried, never sharpened. It's in my drawer. And he says, I've had it for a while and I'm ready to let it go. So we agreed on a price and he shipped it right over to me. In general, this is a $10 to $12 Chinese knife. You can find them like that, new, if you don't mind putting up with a Chinese vendor. So that's my little shout out to Jobin. What do we have here? We have a knife with very handsome red and black G10 scales. That was part of the attraction. And a really good looking blade. That's either a drop or a leaf or both. This is an HCR13 MOV blade. We'll get into the lengths in a minute. It's got, as you can see, a pronounced forward choil, which gives me an option on the grip. I can choke up to here and feel secure. It's a safe choil. I'm nowhere near that sharp part of the blade. Or I can hold it back here. The truth is, I think I kind of prefer this. But in this forward grip, my thumb is really wishing there were some jimping on this, and there's not. And that's okay. It's just part of the design. You can see we have flow-through construction, a tip-down right side only pocket clip, and this is a very typical clip that both Enlon and B use all the time. You see this everywhere. In my opinion, it's way too long. That's just the way it is. Okay. Now, there's something about this knife that really appeals to me, and that is this sort of sway back pistol grip kind of body. When I see that, I know it's going to be comfortable. In fact, I kind of have a lot of these. This CRKT Shenanigan has that. My Benchmade Griptilian has that general shape. My Enlon EL04 has that shape, and this 511 Tactical Scout has that shape. I know I like this shape, so when I see it, I don't have to worry about that knife not feeling good in my hand. Hand feel is very, very important to me. We got a satin finish on the blade, and it's also satin on the flats. It is a EDC type knife. You know, it's I wouldn't call it tactical. It weighs only 3.9 ounces, which I think is pretty good for a full 4-finger grip knife. It has no lanyard hole. And the hand feel is just great. Let's take a look at the lockup. It's a liner lock. I'd say that lockup is right at 50%. Centering is, I'd say it's very good, but it's off a bit to the left, as you can see. Okay, it's off a bit to the left. So here it is. Let's take a look at the length. If I put 0, say here, well, it's at such an angle, I'm going to put it in the middle of that. You can see we have a 3.5-inch blade and a 4-inch handle, 7.5 inches overall. or in centimeter land, it's just about 9 centimeters on the blade and 10 centimeters on the handle. In terms of carry, this is something I don't do often enough for you people. This is the depth or lack of depth to which it's going to carry in your pocket. You're going to see that much sticking out. And I know a lot of you guys prefer greater concealment. That's okay. This is a personal preference. I don't mind a little bit sticking up so you got something to grab. Yeah, there's your pocket clip. All right. I think we pretty much said everything we need to say. You know, I have a personal preference. Whenever I have the option of getting an oval spidey hole or just even a round spidey hole versus a thumb stud, I will take the hole. I did it here. I did it with my Dozier, my K-bar Dozier, and I chose that option on my Griptilian. I guess if I have a chance of getting rid of the thumb stud and going with a flush hole, that's what I would do. Again, personal preference, guys. I got a drawer full of thumb stud knives, so I must like those as well. All right, everybody. That's it. The L06-1 made in China. God bless you. Stay safe out there, please. Bye-bye.